Please rise. Who presents this woman to be united in marriage, this man?
I do.
You may be seated. Before we begin, Stephen and Sandra would like to pause for a moment to remember those who can't be present here today and those who are no longer with us. Now, as we begin, Stephen and Sandra would like to take a moment to especially thank and recognize their parents. These are special people who have helped raise them into the adult persons they become today. Her parents have been married 17 years, his parents 37 years. They've equipped and embraced Stephen and Sandra towards their hopes and dreams and welcomed their new spouse into their hearts, their homes, and their lives. As Stephen and Sandra begin this next chapter of lives together, they'd like to simply pause and say, thank you. This wedding arch represents the marriage home, portable and open to friends and family. It requires support to hold it up. From the outside, by the people in their lives, internally, by their love for each other. Surrounded by loved ones whose joy and prayers are with you, you stand at this arch, a symbol of your new home. Its sides are open, symbolizing the community and participation in each other's lives. Friends and family fill the home. May your home be a shelter against the storms, a haven of peace, a stronghold of faith and love. Marriage is a gift. Marriage is an opportunity for love to be learned. Marriage is a journey in which we as the travelers are faced with many choices and are responsible for these choices. Marriage is a call to servanthood. Marriage is a call to friendship. Marriage is a call to suffering. Marriage is not an event, but a way of life. Marriage involves intimacy in all areas for it to be fulfilling. Today, Stephen and Sandra, you come together bringing all of you to this marriage, all of your wonderful parts, all of your hurts and pains. We especially bring today all of your hopes and dreams for this marriage. In preparing for today, Sandra, Stephen shared, "I knew you were the one for me because I'd never met anyone like you. When we met, you possessed so many outstanding qualities that I immediately thought you could be the one." As we got to know each other better, you kept displaying more and more outstanding characteristics. You're like a book that gets more interesting with each page that gets turned. Plus, you laugh a lot around me. You're perfect for me because you're beautiful, but even more so on the inside. You're humble, but have a confidence about you. You have a great sense of humor and are able to laugh at yourself. You also have a strong motherly instinct. And Stephen, Sandra shared, "I knew you were the one for me from the moment I met you. I always said you had a special aura about you, and it shined through your personality. I knew you were the one because everything naturally progressed with you. Nothing ever felt forced or uncomfortable, and you always keep me smiling. You're perfect for me because you bring the whole package. You've got an incredible sense of humor, so much patience, and you're incredibly sweet. I've never met a man like you, and that's why I'm so happy you're mine and nobody else's."
Such a Sandra thing to say.
You both have tremendous faith in each other as you trust your future to the other's care. And you have excellent reasons for believing you belong together, but you have no guarantees. Instead, you stand together about to accept on faith the challenge of creating the future together. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for. You marry in faith that God has called you to live as one. You promise to be faithful to one another in big things as well as small. Your constant faith in each other will give form and substance to beautiful hopes you have for your future. Faith is the conviction of things not seen. Unless you're an unusual couple, at times your marriage won't look anything like the vision you celebrate today. You may not feel much evidence of the love you now feel so keenly. At such a time, remember this moment. Remember the hopes and dreams that have been entrusted to your care. Marriage begins with a leap of faith that says, "I will," before an unknown and unknowable future. Marriage is about being full of faith or faithful to one another. Faithfulness respects each other's ideas and feelings, keeps each other's secrets, guards each other's dignity, and honors each other in public and in private. Faithfulness is built from 10,000 minute acts of trust and trustworthiness. In such faith, you'll find the fulfillment of all the hopes and dreams you have today. May God bless you both. Amen.
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 Stephen and Sandra, have you come here freely without reservation to join together lawfully in marriage? If so, say, "I have." Before God and family and friends, I ask you to affirm your vows to each other as you enter into this covenant of marriage and begin to share all the joys of this new relationship, whatever the future may hold.
Sandra, I never could have imagined meeting a woman like you. Light from your soul has illuminated new and wonderful corners of my world. Only you can make each day so beautiful. Very few are lucky to spend life with their best friend. Every day I promise to appreciate and honor your love and spirit. Your love is like a river, peaceful and deep. Only you can fill my heart with so much happiness. Unrelenting love, support, and sense of humor. This I promise you. I love you.
Oh!
It's cold.
Marriage is something I've dreamed about ever since I was a little girl, but in reality, I only ever thought about the actual wedding day. As I grew older, I realized the person I was going to marry was going to be there much longer than just the wedding day. I needed to find someone that I could grow with, smile with, cry with, and who would accept my love for Sailor Moon. Luckily, you came into my life. There's no one else I've met that I get along with so well. I love our jokes, cooking with you, going on last-minute road trips to New Jersey, even just sitting on the patio and watching the cows walk by. You've been such a positive addition to my life, and I can't imagine going through it with anyone else. I promise to work with you on our relationship when times get rough. I promise to take care of you physically and emotionally. I promise to respect you and your interests, but most of all, I promise to love you unconditionally for the rest of my life.
Stephen, do you take Sandra to be your wedded wife, to live together in marriage? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and health, and forsaking all others, be faithful only to her, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And Sandra, do you take Stephen to be your wedded husband, to live together in marriage? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and health, and forsaking all others, be faithful only to him, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
They have the rings? These rings are an outward and visible sign of an invisible truth which binds two hearts in one. As such, are the symbols of the enduring and unending quality of the love which is now expressed between Stephen and Sandra. Stephen, repeat after me. Sandra,
Sandra,
with this ring,
with this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
Sandra, repeat after me. Stephen,
Stephen,
with this ring,
with this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. These are the hands that will help you to hold your family as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that, even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch.
Wow.
As witnesses to your answers to partake of life's sweetness and bitterness, you have drunk of this one cup of wine. Throughout the years, you will drink from this one cup of life, both life's sweetness and bitterness. Since you now have someone to help you at life's bitter moments, your sorrows and disappointments shall be cut in half. And because you have someone to celebrate with you in life's sweet moments, all your joys will be doubly sweet. Please join me for a prayer blessing over their marriage. God in heaven, you ordained marriage for your children and you gave us love. We present to you Stephen and Sandra, who come this day to be married. May the covenant of love they made be blessed with true devotion and spiritual commitment. We thank you for giving them strength and courage to keep their vows. Thank you for helping them to create for their family a peaceful, stable home of love as a foundation on which they can build their lives. When selfishness shows itself, grant generosity. When mistrust is a temptation, give moral strength. When there's misunderstanding, give patience and gentleness. When suffering becomes a part of their lives, give them a strong faith and abiding love. Amen. Stephen and Sandra, in the future, happy occasions will come as surely as the morning. Difficult times will come as surely as the night. To say the words love and compassion is easy, but to accept that love and compassion are built upon patience and perseverance is not easy. Stephen and Sandra, as much as you've declared your willingness to enter the state of marriage with each other, declare the same in the company of God and these witnesses. By the virtue of the authority vested in me as an ordained minister and by the state of Florida, I pronounce you husband and wife, united in the pure and holy bonds of wedlock. What God has joined, let no one separate. Go forth in this life as husband and wife with the blessing of God. Be loving, patient, and kind, and above all, forgive one another as God has forgiven you. It's my pleasure to introduce to you all for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Stephen Millis. Stephen and Bishop.
It's grabbing.